Hey you guys, welcome to Consume the Goodness. My name is Kendra. I'm a certified lifestyle and weight management coach, and this channel combines healthy lifestyle with God's word. And today's video is going to be a little bit of like a piggyback off of last week's video. So last week I did a video about goals, about goals and priorities, and then I got this comment, and that made me say, okay, I'm gonna do this. So I actually had a skit written out for whys, but actually it was actually more than just asking why. But this comment made me think, I'll just talk about it. I also got this comment, which was kind of, I think it can go with it. So I'm gonna kind of talk about this, and hopefully that is helpful for anybody who's felt that way. I know I felt that way before. So anyway, that's what I'm gonna be talking about today, and then that is it. I actually only have one workout to show so far for this month out of 11. I am so thankful that the number 11 was drawn, because it was the lowest number. And I truly need that. So even though my watch is automatically starting workouts, because the business that my husband and I own is very, it's a lot of movement, a lot of physical, a lot of walking. And that's why my watch keeps picking up workouts. So it is picking up like 4 workouts a day, 4 10 to 15 minute walks a day. But I'm not counting those towards the workouts for the month, because I really want them to be the, consistent 20 minutes like it's supposed to be. And so far I've only done 1, which is fine. I know that I will get the other 10 in. And anyway, here's the video. Okay, so the reason why last week's video ties into this week's video and how the goals and priorities. So the whole thing was the reasons why we do things, and then that in connection with goals and priorities. So that's what all this is being tied together really quick. Okay, so like I said, the skit that I have written for this topic was not only about the question why, it was about all kinds of questions. So I'm kind of just gonna basically list off the questions to see if that helps you guys, or yeah. I'm so sorry. This is just such a quick thing because time is so small, and I know I'm looking all raggedy because I was just out there running accounts, and I'm trying to stay perked up, because really I want to cry. Again, I've already cried today. I know. Okay, so certain questions like why. So what we were talking about in connections with goals and priorities, it was these are my goals, and then my priorities, which that's where the why came from. Your priorities are basically why are my goals so important? That's what I'm trying to say. So look at your priorities, and that's kind of the why bridge between your priorities and your goals, if that makes any sense. So the first comment that I showed you guys was it just kind of prompted me to say, I'm just going to talk about this. But then the second comment that I showed you guys, that was more I feel like this could be helpful if you're feeling like what she's saying here, which I have felt that before too. Asking yourself these questions, because it might help breaking it down even farther than just why. So asking why, okay, why am I doing what I'm doing? What will this do to me? Whatever this is, whatever it is that you're about to do, whether it's something you're going to do or eat or say or whatever. What are the consequences? What will this do to me? What is this going to do to the people around me? What good will it do? Is this going to benefit me in any way at all? So I feel like asking those questions when you're feeling, just asking why, period. I think these are good things to ask ourselves all the time, whether we're feeling kind of what is described in this comment, whether we're feeling that way or not. I think that these questions are good, but I think they can be helpful when we are feeling that way as well. Maybe asking ourselves a line of questions will help us with that type of feeling, going beyond just asking why. Ooh, and maybe also asking why not. What happens if I don't do this? Or why don't I want to do this? I don't know about you guys, but at least just speaking for my own self, anytime that I have felt I don't even know why I'm doing this, where I'm not able to find the why, I'm I don't know, that is usually when something is wrong. Because for the most part, at least as far when I think back at different examples just in my own life, the times where I was saying I don't know, I don't even know why I'm doing this, it's because there was something wrong, and it was also connected with I don't even really care. Who cares? It was just very numb or bummed out, or something along those lines, where the reason I couldn't find the why is because I was down about something, which makes it a little bit harder to find the why, because the why is your drive and your motivation, and it's like good and get y'all pumped up. But if you're feeling like blah and down and whatever about some things, then it makes it a little harder to find those whys to get you feeling like good and inspired. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I ask that question a lot in these videos. Does that make sense? Hopefully you guys get what I'm trying to say. Anyway, so anytime I felt like that, it was kind of connected to a like, I don't know why, because I don't really care. So I feel like asking a line of questions, asking myself a bunch of different questions instead of just why. Why am I doing this? Why am I eating the way that I'm eating? Why am I setting myself exercise goals for each week? Why am I doing this stuff? If my answer is I don't know why, then I want to keep asking myself questions to get to the root of that. I mean, if you guys have somebody who you can talk to and bounce things off of, that's so helpful. For me, that is my husband. There are times that I try to ask my own self questions why, and I don't come up with very good answers, or I don't come up with answers at all. I'm still just like nothing. So I'll just go talk to him. Getting somebody from the outside sometimes to remind you of why, then to have somebody from the outside ask you questions, then you have to answer it. It's just, sometimes it's different when it's not just you asking your own self questions, which I'm not saying that's not helpful, because it is super helpful to ask why not? Why don't I know? What am I upset about? What is bumming me out right now? That type of thing, and then getting to the root of that, and then working through that to get you back to a point of being able to ask, you know, then you know why. Okay, I know why I'm doing this now. I feel like if I keep talking, it's just going to be like in circles and rambling, and it's going to make less and less sense the more I go. So, because I want to stay up, I am so happy I put some food in a crock pot this morning, because there's no way I'd be able to cook. I'm like seriously trying to hold it up. My lips are starting to go numb. I'm going to show you guys the one workout that I did, which I didn't record myself actually doing the workout. I think I just recorded some before and after. But I'm going to show you guys that. And I thank you guys so much for just coming back, you know, and watching and supporting the channel. And I apologize for the squeaky noise. Dog chewing.
Puppy. He's so sweet. Hello. Hello. Oh, thank you. I love you.
That's it for today. I love you guys. God bless, and I hope to bless you. Have you back for the next one. Okay, time is short. Today's workout is going to be, I'm doing these. All of them, except instead of just doing like, you know, some for one day or whatever, I'm doing all of them right now. I'm going to do each squat variation 10 times. So it'll be 300 squats by the end of it. That's what my workout's going to be, because I need to also be doing something else, or overseeing something else with the kids. So this is a way that I can do a workout and watch what I need to be watching with kids at the same time, since time is so right now. Done. Holy crap. Now I have to figure out how I'm going to walk around for the rest of the night.